I hit the button. Probably should have watched that again before I played that intro. But hey, welcome into this AFC South show, everybody. Episode 227. My name is Curtis, co-host here on this show. I'm also the co-host on That Real Texas Team podcast. If you're a Texans fan, go ahead and check us out over there. You might recognize this bearded gentleman's face. His name is Isaiah. He is the host of Third and Teal. He holds it down, talking all things Jacksonville Jaguars on Third and Teal with Eric and Trevor. Down at the bottom, we got Jeff, who's got more AKAs than you could imagine, and is the co-host of not one but two shows as well. Unstable Tag Team Talk, and then his cohort is the host of Kingmaker Sports. Not with us this evening. Not a single Titan. Not one Titan. They had obligations. You know, we're not mad. It was basically just a reset of the way it was last year. MIA.
I feel like it's just like they had one Titans fan and he's gone.
It's rough out here to be a two-tone blue guy. But if you're a Titans fan and you're looking for somewhere to share your misery, Titans Table for Two is the place for you. Swear to you, I didn't mean to rhyme. But we're here to talk about Week 11 and preview the two AFC South games going on. Obviously, Jeff's Colts have the week off because, you know, got to have one of those periodically. So we'll let Jeff lead the discussion with what's going on, what he's hoping to see go down after the bye, and, you know, his hopes for the bye week.
I mean, it's pretty uneventful. It will be. I mean, it has the potential to be a great bye week with how the slate of games this weekend play out. But I mean, it'll be really nice. Ward should be coming off of his 4-game IR in time for the Chiefs game next week. Unfortunately, Colts did lose Buckner for at least 4 games with a neck problem. I guess he got in Pittsburgh. But it'll be a lot of fun to see Ward and Sauce on the field together against Kansas City. I think that'll be that should be a really good game. I kind of want them to flex it, but I don't think they will, and I don't know if I want them to either. Like maybe it's just best to keep it a noon game. I don't know. I think it'll be a fun game though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll just be nice to get Ward back and have him on the field with Sauce.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, Isaiah, you got the old charges. So what kind of injuries are we looking at from the Jaguars going into this game?
Who isn't hurt is the question that should be being asked. I need to pull up here because I know officially they already ruled out I know they already ruled out Anton Harrison, Brenton Strange, who they just opened up his 21-day window. So we weren't like super, hoping, like we were hoping, but we didn't think so. But so Anton Harrison, Brenton Strange, Hunter Long, and Jordan Lewis are all going to be ruled out for this game. Brian Thomas Jr. is still listed as questionable. He did not play last week, and he was limited in practice since Wednesday. And Robert Hainsey, our center, has been limited, but he's got no game status, so I'm assuming that means he's going to play. Same thing with Dennis Gardeck, Jack Kaiser, Ezra Cleveland, pretty much the whole team.
Damn.
Yeah, we have a lot of players that are currently Yeah, but then they have a couple of questionable guys: Bobby Hart, Quentin Johnston, Scott Matlock, Elijah Molden, and Terheeb Still. Then Oronde Gadsden was full participant again, so he's good to go with the knee injury. And then, it's just going to be open season for them, but we're going to be limited for sure.
Well, open season. Both their tackles are gone for the year.
Both our seems like our defensive line has been gone for the year, so that doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Level playing field.
Okay. All right. Well, what is it going to take for the Jags to beat the Chargers?
You just coughed, and then your whole mic went to shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, now you're back.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby.
Sounded like you were just talking from another room.
So what do the Jags have to do to win this weekend?
Score more points than the other team.
Attaboy.
They need to get pressure on Justin Herbert, and lots of it. And not just pressure. We need to hit him and sack him. Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to hit him and sack him. Put him on the ground. He's a big dude. He's hard to bring down. It's just he goes out there with his everything froze. He goes out there, with his hot girlfriend and his rocking arm and his huge cock, and he just plays football. That's just what he does. Then they'll be losing these games, and he'll go out there and throw 45, 50 passes and somehow keep them in it and win, and they'll banana boat until the day they die. Hopefully I don't have to hear about that because they're not wearing the yellow, but I'm sure they'll still say it for some stupid reason. But not super optimistic about this game. We need to run the ball. We need to run the ball. We need to get that Jacoby Myers. Yeah, we need to run the ball. I think we need to get that Jacoby Myers and Trevor connection kind of going this week, but run the ball. But no, seriously, I do think that
run the ball with Jacoby Myers.
Yes. Throw the ball with Jacoby Myers. Run the ball with Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers, the Jacoby Myers. Pray with Jacoby Myers and for Jacoby Myers. But no, so we'll see. Trevor and the Jags always play the Chargers pretty tough. Somebody on Facebook that I saw said just Trevor needs to go out there and throw 4 interceptions to start the game, and then we'll win. And so
just take the hit.
Just take the hit at first, and then go do it. But I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. I think we really do need to run the ball, keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. And then, just when the time is right, let Myers cook and let him do his thing. 3 slip sixes for the dub. That'd be nice. We were hard pressed for 1. And actually just saw a meme. Somebody posted it like yesterday or the day before that says, legend has it, Chris Jones is still standing there just watching to see if anyone's going to tackle Trevor. And it's just him like with everyone. It's like the crowd is photoshopped out. It's just him standing there like looking at the pylon.
Dark field.
Yeah. But no, we need to get after Herbert though. We got to put him on the ground. We can't just pressure him because that's whenever he likes to step up the middle of the pocket and take off, which he is a much better runner than people give him credit for. He actually leads the NFL in quarterback rushing yards right now with like 325 or something along those lines. And we just need to let Trevor kind of settle in and do his thing. I know he said him and Cohen had a conversation. Cohen said that he talked to him and said, hey, just go out there and sling it. Just let it loose. Go out there and play football. So hopefully, they dial some stuff up this week, but get Herbert on the ground and run the ball.
Yeah.
It's funny you bring up that Chris Jones just like standing there. He did the same thing that Aaron Rodgers did on that run at the goal line, just kind of didn't try to push the running back or anything. I'm like, what? Does he think he's the quarterback on this play? What is he doing?
I don't think anyone's tanking for Arch Manning.
Yeah, no, not anymore. So do you think this is potentially a get-right game for the defensive line against this banged-up Chargers offensive line? You have no hope in that?
No, last week was the get-right game for them. They didn't get shit right. So, first time ever starting tackle and you had Ursery, who honestly Josh Allen kind of abused in the first game, and they did nothing. So no, I don't think there is a get right game. I think the get right game is next season when we replace half of them.
Damn. So.
That was funny.
I mean, that'd be drooling to get a Manning in that building. All right. So, if you had to give a gauge percentage chance, what kind of chance you giving the Jags to beat the Chargers?
Like 45, 40. Just because we always play them tough. It never seems to matter how bad we are. We always play a good game against them. And I think Trevor's like 4-0 versus Herbert or something like that. Now, of course, it's a team stat, but you know what I mean. I don't think he's lost a game against the Chargers before. They have very much the same defense year over year. So I don't know, but I'd say probably 40 to 45%. I think this is a very winnable game, but this is also a very losable game, and by a wide margin.
Yeah.
Tuiloptu Tuiloptu is really good. Or
Okay.
Tui Poloto, however you say his name, I don't care.
Yeah.
Hawaiian guy.
All right. Well, what's your score prediction?
I picked the Jags every week since I started on this show.
I didn't ask who the winner was. I said the score.
No, I'm just saying, because I was thinking maybe I picked the Chargers, but I'm like, no, I got to be consistent. I'd say 27-23 Jacksonville.
Interesting. My score, no bullshit, and I wrote this down well before we started recording or going live, I should say. I had 27-24 Chargers. So I mean, we're pretty close, just a little flop there, but
Nice.
Andrew
Like
from the
flop,
Titans from Titans Table for 2 said 33-25 Chargers. Jeff, how are you feeling about this game?
Like Isaiah said, I think that if they can get Trevor settled and just kind of do, just easy throws, take what the defense gives, that kind of stuff, that it should be there. I don't think the Chargers have that great of a defense. But Jacksonville hasn't looked great either the last several games. They're banged up all to hell. This could turn into a track meet. I don't know. I for some reason I just coming out of the bye week, I need Jacksonville to lose. I want to maintain a 3-game lead, so I'm gonna have to lean towards the Chargers in this one. I'm gonna say kind of an off the wall, like 29-22 Jacksonville. I think it'll be a weird game.
You said Jacksonville's going to win?
For the love of God,
Chargers. 29-22 Chargers. Sorry.
For the love of God, Liam Cohen, if you are watching this show, which I know you're not, do not fucking block their best defensive lineman one-on-one with a 4th-string tight end. For the love of God. That is all.
The first play of the game.
Yeah.
Daniil Hunter. We have our own Daniil Hunter. And Quinn Morris walks out there, and you're like, oh, great, we're fucked. All right, cool.
Got him right where we want him.
Oh, God. All right. I think the Jags have a really solid chance to beat this Chargers team. They're very banged up. They've gotten a little healthier at some positions. I don't know. I feel like Liam Cohen came in with so much energy that the first 5 games of the year, the Jags felt brand new. You know what I mean? It was a different culture and everything. And then the guys who have been Jaguars for a while, they lost a game that they, probably shouldn't have or something. Or they lost the game overseas was really bad. That probably did a number, and everybody was like, and we're back. I want to see I see a lot of great things out of Liam Cohen, regardless of the situation. He's probably one of my favorite coaches to just kind of like casually like watch from afar, not in the bushes or anything, but on the internet.
We upgraded to the tree.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I think he's got a lot of leadership in him, and I want to see how he kind of develops this team for the rest of the year, and then coming out in year 2. I'm kind of excited to see that, but
you weren't here, but this AFC South show and the Jaguars podcast both got my very long rant about how this was never a playoff team and how we were never going to be very good this year until year 2 or 3, potentially, because, throwing the headset in his free time. Yeah.
Ooh, you threw that headset.
Yeah, the headset throw was pretty legendary. What was that? Yeah, Brandon. I mean, I agree. I get that. Any opportunity
So does
to
that mean Brandon is also rooting for the Colts?
No. Unlikely.
I'm just saying.
Well, he'll let us know in a second. He's not afraid to chime in. So yeah, the Chargers are favored by 3, and the over/under is 43.5. We all went over, but like by a lot, actually. But we all kind of stayed true to the 3-point thing. I think Isaiah's basically given the Jags the 6-point difference or the 4-point difference because they're playing at home.
Oh, well, I just think we're going to score 3 touchdowns and get 2 field goals.
Valid. Brandon, would you support the Colts to maintain the Chiefs being 3rd place in their division?
Yeah. I mean, in order for them to maintain 3rd, they need to lose, right? And, next week, Colts are their opponent. Does that mean you're rooting for Indy?
No. Telling you right now. Oh, goddamn it, Brandon. Come on.
Wow.
Bravo.
That'd be the 9th and final win for the Colts.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
You'll get to 10. You'll beat the Jags in Indianapolis.
Fuck 'em.
Yes, fuck them. Fuck them, that's why.
All right. Well, let's pivot to the other AFC South game of the weekend. This one's probably going to be not probably. It's going to be the least impressive game to watch. Houston traveling to Tennessee. This is I think. So Davis has missed 2 or shit. CJ's missed 2 games.
Oh God! Don't let Davis Mills go out there and throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and then I told you the whole time. Yeah. Not you specifically. Yeah. I'm talking about like Texans fans, just like they did with Gardner Minshew. Like I said the whole time, we should have kept Davis Mills over CJ Stroud. He's from Ohio State, for crying out loud. And I can't wait to see that.
No one was saying Davis Mills.
There were people
try to bullshit around that. Don't tiptoe around it.
There were people.
That's
no matter how bad a quarterback is, there will always be some fans who die hard. We should have never replaced. People say that shit about Bortles now.
They still want Anthony Richardson.
Yes,
still want it. I'm like, well, first of all, he's on
his feelings higher. Well, he runs a 4.3. He's got a 43-inch vertical. Who fucking cares?
I'm not saying that he can't develop. I mean, he's still young as shit. But right now, no, he's not the better quarterback.
Brandon, some of those passes were very high, and Higgins made a great play on them.
Because that's what Higgins is there for. I think that's the point he's trying to make.
I mean, but I don't think that you should. I wouldn't consider accurate throwing the ball high.
Yeah. No, look,
because bro ran a curl and had to max out his vertical to bring it down. That should never happen.
I am 1,000% with you, and I was talking.
He's saying the opposite.
Interesting, Brandon. What are we doing here, bud?
Yeah, you're really off your game tonight, Curtis. You're not really reading the brandometer very well.
The brandometer. Yeah, I didn't know that it came pre-installed with you, but
Stroud had like 4 or 5 that are still too high for Higgins.
yeah. Look, I noticed the difference between what Davis Mills is and what CJ Stroud is. CJ Stroud is I'm going to throw it like 99% of the time. I'm going to put it in the perfect spot. And Davis Mills is the fuck it, he's down there somewhere kind of quarterback. Prime example, that Nico Collins catch where he's like got like triple coverage on him last week. No reason to throw that fucking ball, but he just said, Nico, we'll try it, see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, that's Davis Mills in a nutshell. He's going to try to force the ball downfield. It's not necessarily hero ball, but it is more of like, I got to try something. And CJ is more of like, I'll take a calculated check down risk. And you kind of want to marry those two concepts if you could and make a like one whole complete quarterback who has like situational ability to do both. But either way, not the point. CJ's only played one full game against the Titans. Actually, shit, no, he's not played a full game against the Titans in Nashville. He's never played a full game, and he had one drive against the Titans last year, and then Davis came in and played the rest of the game.
I mean, you're talking about like 2 games though.
3, because he's not playing this time. He missed the first year.
This will be the third.
Yeah, this will be the third time. Yeah, he missed the first year with a concussion, and Davis had to play, and then Keenum played, and then last year. So Davis is not he's familiar with what the Titans fucking stadium is going to give him. He knows how empty it's going to be, and I think he understands what the Titans' defense strengths are, and I think he'll be able to get us a nice, cheap, fucking under the point total win. We have an odd chance at history. I don't necessarily put my whole heart into this, but if the Texans were to somehow shut out the Titans again, this would be the first time one NFL team has shut out another NFL team twice in the same season since 1944. So with that being said, I'm hoping for history here, okay? Because realistically, I don't see many scenarios where the Titans are actually going to get a leg up on the Texans defense, even with some dudes out. But 27-0 is my score prediction. It was 26-0 the last time we played them, and we spent most of the game doing nothing. So I think most of the game will just kind of spread out the scores. Maybe a touchdown in the first quarter, a touchdown in the second, a couple of field goals. We'll see how it goes. Touchdown in the fourth quarter, seal it up. Rest of the starters go chill out for the rest of the fourth quarter. It's kind of what I see happening. The Titans are going to have a Herculean defensive effort, and the special teams is going to have to score just to fucking make this game possible. And I just don't see the Titans being able to do enough of that to make this game actually competitive. But with that being said, I'll open it up to you guys. Andrew said that the Titans would lose 27-20.
You really think they're going to score that much?
Well, yeah.
Titans must have got a new team.
I don't see the Titans scoring more than their usual 13 to 17 points, but I don't know. I just have, and I could be way off base with this, and it's also biased just because I want the Colts coming out of their bye in the same position that they went into it in. So I'm Andrew, for the first time ever, I'm rooting for the Titans just because of that fact. I don't want anyone gaining ground on the Colts. But yeah, they're going to need some janky plays. They're going to need some special teams help. They're going to need some. They're going to need a defensive score. Like they're going to need some help to do it. But I still don't see them doing it with like more than 17. Like they're going to have to put up a really good defensive effort. They're going to have to create turnovers, and I don't see them scoring much on offense. They're going to have to score it on defense.
Long neck Mills is better than baby back Stroud.
Whatever.
No,
but I don't know. I'm going to say like Titans 17-14 just because they get some special teams or defensive score in a really just bad game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair.
A broken clock is right twice, right? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they did have the flukiest win probably ever against the Cardinals. Like, I mean, I've seen crazy shit happen. At this point,
it'll be a janky-ass game for them to beat the Texans.
Isaiah, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I don't think they beat the Texans. And and I would say it would be like a really crazy week if both the Jags and the Texans lost, especially considering the Texans played the Titans. I mean, I don't know. The Texans defense just has to continue to be the Texans defense. They need to do what they did to Trevor Lawrence last week and really just disrupt the pocket and get after him. Danielle Hunter's having a great year so far, and Will Anderson, there's still time for him to just get all the sacks, especially against the banged up, terrible Titans offensive line. Davis Mills, I feel like he's a little harder to bring down than CJ Stroud is. I will say that. I do think that Davis Mills has a little bit stronger, more balanced of a base, so he doesn't go down quite as easily whenever somebody gets to him. And he doesn't try to go down when somebody gets to him. Yeah. But I will say I do think he is smart though, and he does go down in certain situations. But this Titans defense really has an opportunity to, get after Mills as well. The offensive line is not great on either side of the ball. But I will say I do think that Ursary looks better every week, and he's just continuing to get better. He's a big dude. He's playing well. And outside of him being a little bit banged up earlier in the season, he is really coming along and playing well for you guys. So really they just got to keep Davis Mills clean and let him keep on throwing the ball. But I don't see anybody in that Titan secondary keeping up with a healthy Texans wide receiver corps. I'm guessing like if the Texans continue to score when they get up, I'm thinking like 30, 36, 12.
Damn, 4 field goals. Okay. For the record, obviously CJ's out, Petrie's out, Fairbairn's out. We're getting back Titus Howard and our starting right guard. The Titans are without their starting safety, Xavier Woods. Arden Key is questionable. Calvin Ridley is questionable.
Sorry, I'm contractually obligated. The man that built Jacksonville, Arden Key. Sorry, you continue.
You're fine. And then Jeffrey Simmons is questionable.
Ooh, Big Sim. If Big Simmons doesn't play, it's going to be a fucking field day.
Yeah. Speaking of fields, and I've been Justin Fields. Titans fans, if you're looking for a future wide receiver, Justin Fields will be available next year.
Yes, he will.
So, just keep that in the frontal lobe. But do you guys have anything else? Do you guys have any closing comments? Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Not really. I think we covered it.
Okay. Let's take a gander here. We got a little bit of. You guys got a bedtime or anything?
No, I'm not saying we have to cut it off now. Like we can keep going. I just don't have anything to add to the conversation unless the question is asked of me to answer.
That's valid.
And then if the question is asked, what's your question? is whenever somebody asks you something
Mm-hmm.
and they're questioning something
Yes.
and you answer it. And that's what it's like to be asked a question.
I think you're right. I've only heard about that and read it in books.
I'm playing 3-dimensional chess, and I wasn't about to get played, okay?
I'm down, Kamala. You can ask the question now.
Looking at the rest of our schedules, let's play a fun what do you think we're going to do down the stretch kind of exercise here.
Lose.
That's optimism.
We'll start with
Sorry, Jacksonville fans.
We'll start with the Jags.
I think we're going to fuck around and win enough games to make the playoffs and then get beat in the first round.
Well, we're going to go down what we got left here, okay?
Yeah, no, I know. And we have 3 very winnable games for the next Q0 years. Yeah, I would love to have Walker Little for the next Q0 years. If you crank that to 10, you are wrong.
Random down the stretch mock draft. There will be one coming.
I'm sure the Titans channel can accommodate.
Yeah, they've got to be getting close. All right, so Chargers, we're all kind of in agreement here.
They agree on what?
I don't know. Do we think the Chargers are going to beat the Jags? Going to beat the Chargers?
I think it's too close to call for me. Like, my bias is obviously going to say Jacksonville, but like historically speaking, we tend to play good and beat the Chargers. But okay. I will say, honestly, you can mark that one as a loss.
Okay. At Arizona.
Win.
At Tennessee.
Win.
Home against Indianapolis.
Loss.
Home against Indianapolis?
Loss.
That blew my man tits off. All right.
Home against the Jets.
I think even I had that one as loss.
Win.
Yeah. At Denver.
Loss.
At Indianapolis.
Loss.
Home against Tennessee.
Win. Make the playoffs.
That's literally 4-4 down the stretch.
Yep. 9-8.
All right. We'll go.
Now, the Jaguar fan in me says, hey, we're going to beat Indy at home. We always do. But the current, Isaiah objectively looking at football, unless, there is actually some voodoo witch curse in Jacksonville that does not let the Colts win, there is no reason the Colts should not beat this banged-up Jacksonville team in Jaguar.
I feel like that's exactly why they're going to lose in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Well, I will say, though, with Brenton Strange coming back, our offense looked completely different whenever he was on the field because he was the only player on the field that could block. And so, maybe our run game gets back going, but I don't think that. No, I think it's a loss. I think this will be the end of the streak, unfortunately, because the Colts just look too good. I'm not too steel-shaded glasses to admit that the Colts look like the best team in the NFL right now.
All right. Indianapolis. Let's go to Indy's schedule. Obviously, bye week 11 at Kansas City. How you feeling?
I feel good. I mean, the Colts have played Patrick Mahomes really well. Even there was a couple seasons there where they should not have. They had no business beating Kansas City, and they still did. And they have a huge boost to their secondary. I think it'll be I think that matchup's going to be really good. I'm really excited for this game. I'm honestly shocked I didn't at least flex it to a 3:00 game. But you would think that an 8-2 team, and Patrick Mahomes always seems to be in prime time anyway, no matter what they're playing. That this would be a game that they'd move. I know they can't move it to Monday because I think the Chiefs are playing the following Thursday, but Sunday night, later Sunday afternoon game. But either way, I think if the Colts lean on what they do best, and that's running and keeping the ball away from Mahomes, I think they have a really good
win or lose.
Win.
Okay.
Yeah, this we're not.
You don't have to.
You're making the mistake I made on my first episode ever.
No, I mean, like, people are going to say that Kansas City's going to win in Kansas City, and I'm just saying, well, this is why. Fine, I'll just do win-loss.
That's
fine.
next week. That's what we're doing. Win-loss.
Yep.
Fine, win.
All right. Home against Houston.
Home against Houston, win.
At Jacksonville.
I got to say loss just because.
At Seattle.
Hell has frozen over.
Oh, man. That'll be a fun game. In Seattle, I'm going to say win that game.
Okay. Home against San Francisco, Monday Night Football.
Prime time, Niners. That's a tough one. Home, though. I'll say win.
Okay. Home against Jacksonville.
I think they'll take that one. Like split with Jacksonville.
And then at Houston.
I think at that point, I don't think it'll matter if they play unless if they're fighting for the conference. They might just lose that game if they're not playing their starters. It just really depends on what the conference for the AFC would come down to. If they're not playing for anything, I'd say Houston wins.
Right. All right. As for Houston, at Tennessee, W. Thursday Night Football, home against the Buffalo Bills. W.
Oh, shit.
The Bills are not solid. At Indianapolis, W.
Calm down, Homer.
At Kansas City, loss. Home against Arizona, W. Home against Las Vegas, W. At the Chargers, W. Home against Indianapolis.
No way you say a win.
Well, even if we beat them earlier in the year, they're still fighting for the conference if we haven't caught up by this point.
But that would sweep.
That doesn't matter. We could still have a worse record than them, and then still fucking.
Fucking Curtis.
God damn!
We're on the Super Bowl.
I came in here, and I was like, let me put the bias aside and let me give a real. And then Curtis comes in here and says, "Fuck you."
We're gonna win out, baby.
Yeah, fuck you.
We lost just as many games as you said that you guys were going to lose. All right.
Yeah, but you swept the Colts.
I haven't even put the letter down yet.
Yeah, but we know what you're going to put.
But the reason I would say that we would sweep the Colts is because the Colts are resting because at the end they've already got they're fighting for the top seed or whatever. They don't have to worry about it. The fucking 2 losses to us are probably not going to fucking catch us up. I mean, if we win this week, we're still back by 3. Grok is Curtis. Grok said yes. Feels like every home game is home versus Vegas. Yeah. Well, look, I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in what I've seen in the Buffalo Bills. I have us losing to Kansas City. And then I think that what we've seen from the Colts the last couple of weeks is actually a lot more of a closer to reality of what the Colts actually are, which is, now they're starting to play teams that are, on a consistent week-to-week basis, not the fucking Raiders. You know what I mean?
I guess.
No. Calm down, Arnold.
So you have the Texans missing the playoffs, or you have them making
at that
it.
point, we would be.
Would that be 8 and 9
we would
or 9 and
be.
8?
No, that would be. We're 4 and 5, so that would be 11 and 6 in the wild card.
Uh,
11 and 6
in the wild card.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
All right.
Look, I know it sounds crazy. I'm here
put your money on it,
to
folks.
here to sign the L when it doesn't happen this way, but based on what I'm seeing, that's what I'm feeling. And I don't think any of these games are like any of the games that we're winning are going to be like the offense looks great. Like that's just not been the situation all year. I don't expect that to change. I have the most faith in the defense because they are the most like we're in every game because of them. If the offense can just figure out how to score half the time in the red zone, we're going to be all right. Literally just give me half. It doesn't have to be anything more than that. Right now, we're at like fucking 25% or less. You know what I mean? Give me 25% more touchdowns. We haven't lost a game by fucking more than one score. Who else can say that in this division? The Colts.
They've also been putting up a lot of.
You've also played, like, we haven't gotten to play all the shit teams you guys got to play. Bills Colts stretch determines the Texans season. Yeah, 1,000%. That is 1,000%. Cyclops. Texans won't make the playoffs. I could see that world. I could see it. I'm not denying that world is probably more of a reality than anything I said tonight, but
See, that's what I thought that this was. It's like realistic, unhomer, unbiased. Realistically,
who has made Josh Allen play like absolute shit every time he plays? The fucking Texans defense.
Okay, I want to say that there was a couple seasons ago, and I haven't been the biggest Josh Allen fan, and I've called him out on a lot of shit, and it's still happening. He doesn't look that great this year, and I don't like McDermott. I don't think he's that great of a head coach. I think they have a great running back in Cook. They don't know how to use him. Just saying, I was very critical on Josh Allen, and now it's like they're still praising him as this MVP, and it's like,
yeah,
where?
I'm not threatened by their receiving core. Their defense is really good at stopping the pass, but they can't stop the run for anything. I mean,
the Texans don't have a running back.
I mean, we have a running by committee thing. We don't have, just one guy that we're going to run into the ground, but, teach their own. Texans top 2 defense versus the run, and the Bills and Colts are 2 teams where if you stop the run, you stop them.
Daniel Jones also leads the league in yards.
Yeah, against shit
They can
teams.
pass on you too.
Against shit teams.
Look up his numbers against good teams.
Yeah.
Still good. Still good. It's still good. Even the game where Jonathan Taylor was shut down, I mean, they still put up points and they still put up yards.
Like 5 turnovers?
It's a 7-point game.
Well, that's 7-point game.
That's more of a knock on Pittsburgh than it is on the Colts.
7-point game in garbage time. It was 27 to 10.
It was never a garbage time.
Huh? What'd you say?
It was like 17. What was it at half? I can't remember what it was at half.
At one point, the score was 27 to 10.
That's still attainable. That's only 17 points.
Yeah, but you were only able to score 10.
And they won 27-20.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah. Anyway,
With 6 turnovers, they should have been like 49-3 or some shit.
well, that shows Aaron Rodgers' age, but Texans struggle would be versus the Chiefs and Chargers because yardage defenses are their Achilles heels. Yeah. Would Buck be back for our game?
It would be, well, this week doesn't count.
Really? I thought it was just 4 weeks, not 4 games.
I thought it was 4 games.
I thought it was
Am I
4
mistaken in that?
I'll do a quick Google.
Pretty sure it's 4 weeks.
Oh, then it would count. So I don't know where I saw that it was games. I hope this week counts.
Suspensions would be like that, but
Yeah.
I don't think IR is.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
probably
mistaken, it's just weeks. It's not.
Yeah, because I think people come back during the bye week all the time from IR.
It's true.
So, yeah, I guess in theory he would be back for that, right?
So if the bye week counts, so then the Chiefs. I think so.
Yeah, be interesting. Well, all right.
I hate that he went to IR.
I mean, it's
he needed to, but I hate it.
yeah, it sucks, but it's part of it.
Yeah.
Plus, he's pretty goddamn dominant.
Yeah.
Danielle Hunter hasn't failed any drug tests. Built different. Oh God. Well, look, I think this is a good spot to go and wrap her up, gentlemen. I want to thank you all for checking us out in the comments. I want to thank you both for taking time away from your families to come on and talk AFC South ball. Make sure you guys go check out Titans Stable for Two if you're a Titans fan. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, notification bell over on Unstable to support our Colts boys, Jeff and Justin. Make sure you're hitting up Justin's other project, Kingmaker Sports, and then Tag Team Talk, where you can see them all over again. And then, of course, Isaiah and the boys over on Third and Teal, Eric and Trevor. If you're a Jaguars fan, that's the place to go. And then if you're a Texans fan, you can come see me rant and rave about all sorts of shenaniganery. Like, subscribe, notification bell. We're at 6:39 at the time of this live stream.
If you want delusions of grandeur, go watch this real Texas team.
That real Texas team, sir.
We're winning out, baby.
There.
I didn't say we're winning out.
Tomato. Ooh.
We lost to the Chiefs. That's not winning out.
We lost 1 game, guys. All right.
Come on. The only reason Jeff lost fucking 1 game was because he had his team on fucking rest. All right.
Well, they're also 7-2.
And I also said San Francisco was iffy. I really like Kittle and McCaffrey. I mean, they can move the ball.
I don't know, man.
That game has me nervous.
I feel like any team that haven't, with the exception of the Titans, because it was never the Titans, haven't we all beaten the 49ers at this point, with the exception of the Colts?
I think so. That's why I was like, ooh. It'll be a great game.
Is tape out on Davis Mills? Anything other than 10-7 is crazy. Yeah. It'd be wild, honestly, if the Texans were able to pull this out of their ass to make any sort of positive record. It'd just be kind of wild. Yeah, higher. Anyway, hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, be good people, and fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Colts, mostly the Titans. It was never them.